Sunday Parayan. Chapter 23. We regard Sai Baba as an incarnation of God, but Baba always referred to himself as an obedient servant of supreme power. He neither disregarded nor disrespected anyone, since he saw the Lord in all beings. He always remembered God and uttered the words, Allah Malik. God is the sole proprietor or owner. Yoga and onion. Once, a yoga sadhak, practitioner of yoga, came to Shirdi with Nana Sahib Chandorkar. He had studied various works on yoga, including the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, but could not remain in samadhi, meditation, even for a short duration. He came to Shirdi to learn from Baba the method of meditating and attaining samadhi status for a longer time. At the masjid, he saw Baba eating roti, Indian bread, with onion and contemplated within himself, how can this man eating stale bread with onion solve my problem? Reading his mind, Baba said aloud to Nana, "Oh Nana, only he who has the power to digest onion should eat it and none else." Bowled over by this remark, the sadhak realized Baba's strength and fell at his feet with reverence. With a pure heart, he sought a solution for his problem and left Shirdi after securing Baba's blessings and Udi. Shama cured of snake bite. Once, Shama was bitten by a poisonous snake on the little finger of his hand. The poison began to spread and the pain became severe and unbearable. Desperately, he ran to the masjid for Baba's help. When Baba saw him climbing the steps, he began to scold and abuse. He was angry and shouted, "O vile priest, do not climb up. Beware if you do so. Go, get away, get down." Seeing Baba red with wrath, Shama was greatly puzzled and disappointed for being driven away by Baba, his sole refuge, in this fashion. He lost all hope of survival and remained silent. After a while, Baba regained normalcy. He went up to Shama, pacified him, and assured him that all would be well. He instructed Shama to go home, eat, and move in the house, but refrain from lying down or sleeping. The most important aspect to be considered here is that the words uttered by Baba, "Go, get away, get down," were addressed to the snake poison and not to Shama as it seemed apparently. Baba did not use any mantra, charged rice, or holy water like others. His words alone were sufficient to save Shama's life. Hence, let us all remember that the only way to cross the ocean of Maya is to surrender wholeheartedly at Baba's feet. Cholera epidemic. Once, cholera was raging violently in Shirdi. The Gram Panchayat passed 2 ordinances in the village to check the spread of the epidemic. They were to prevent entry of any fuel cart and to stop killing goats in the village. Anyone disobeying these orders were liable to be punished. Baba considered these ordinances as mere superstitions and, defying them, drove a fuel cart to the masjid to replenish stock for the Duni, sacred fire. Ordeal of Guru Bhakti. During the same period, someone brought an old goat to the masjid. It was weak and dying. At that time, Fakir Pir Muhammad alias Bade Baba was seated in the masjid. This Bade Baba was much respected by Sai. When Baba asked him to behead the goat in one stroke and offer it as an oblation to God, Bade Baba refused flatly, saying, "Why should it be killed for nothing?" Baba then asked Shama to kill it. Though he did not refuse to obey the order, Shama went to fetch a knife from the wada and did not return for some time. This time, Baba wished to test Kaka Sahib Dikshit and asked him to kill the goat. Dikshit, a pure Brahmin by birth and averse to any act of violence, went to Sathewada, brought a knife and got ready to kill the goat without second thoughts, just to follow Baba's command. He lifted the knife to kill and was awaiting the final signal when Baba asked him to stop and said, "How cruel are you? Being a Brahmin, you are getting ready to kill a goat?" To this, Kaka replied, "Your nectar-like word is law unto us. We do not wish to discuss or reason what is right or wrong. Mere implicit and prompt compliance of our Guru's order is our duty and dharma." Pleased with the reply, Baba then instructed that the goat be taken to a nearby place called Takya, where fakirs resided. The goat, however, breathed its last on the way. Hemad Pant closes this chapter with the classification of disciples. He says, there are three kinds. First, or the best, those who guess what their gurus require and serve them without waiting for an order. The second, or the average, who obey orders of their masters without any delay. The third, or the ordinary, who keep postponing the execution of orders and commit mistakes at every step. The disciples should have firm faith, backed by intelligence and patience. Having acquired these qualities, their gurus will lead them on their spiritual path to perfection. Om Namo Sainathaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. End of chapter 23.